Hello, everyone out there in the YouTube lands. Welcome back. It's nice to see you. I'm glad you're back. I have been recently getting a lot of DMs all over my social media asking me for a review, a very specific review, and I have been amazingly super busy. Mind you, I did do the thing they want me to review, so I just have been super busy, and everyone, here it is. You're welcome. So on October 10th, John Green released his new book, Turtles All the Way Down. Turtles. And everyone has been asking me to review this because I am a mental health advocate, and the main character, Aza Holmes, has severe OCD, as well as based off the character and slightly off the mannerisms of John Green himself, who has been diagnosed with OCD. I have loved John Green ever since I was introduced to him when they started the Vlogbrothers, and if you have not followed the Vlogbrothers on YouTube, please go do so. The link is down below. Even still on Instagram, Twitter, everything. I adore these two brothers with all of their other platforms, including the SciShow and Mental Floss and everything. But of course, I work at a bookstore, and so of course I am going to make sure that I get one of the signed copies. I looked at every single copy that we got at our location. We did not get anything special besides just the regular John Green signature. So this makes my first signed edition of a John Green book, because I got one of the Fault in Our Stars signed copies. I wish I got a little Pokeball from Henry, or some squiggles from Alice, or a Hanklerfish from Hank, but I didn't, but I'm still extremely happy. So let's first talk about the cover. I really just like the simplicity of the cover. It is a beautiful, just generic cover, very eye-catching. And I'm not gonna give too much away if you have not read it yet. It is a very easy and quick read. I absolutely loved it. But that being said, from a mental health person's perspective, so the story is, there is a character named Aza Holmes. She has severe OCD. She has her best friend Daisy. And there is without giving too much away, there is a person who goes missing, and it just so happens the person who goes missing is the dad of one of Aza's old friends, who happens to be this boy named Davis. And it's about them trying to find, give or take, Davis's dad. All the meanwhile, this book is surrounded in what she calls intrusive or invasive thoughts, which are, and I get these occasionally, say you're holding someone's hand, someone you're romantically inclined to, and then you're just, these bad thoughts is like, oh, I really should be enjoying this moment, but all I can think about is how sweaty my hands are, or my toe is starting to hurt, maybe I have cancer, and that sticks in your head. So she has a lot of those types of thoughts throughout the book. It also explains to her about how her mom helps her through her OCD and going through therapy, and her thoughts on medication and everything like that. This is probably in my top 3 books. It is moved up there with Harry Potter and The 13th Tale, probably beating out Tina Fey's biography. I'm sorry. Sorry, Tina. I have never related to a book so much in my life as Turtles All the Way Down. There is, I should have labeled these pages. There is one paragraph that, I mean, besides the whole book just sticking with me, there is one paragraph in particular that I want to read to you guys that really resonated with me when I first started trying to take medication, or the lack of wanting to take medication. I've discussed this before about how I felt about taking medication in the first place and how I thought it was a failure and I was not feeling for it. So bear with me as I read you a passage from Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. Yeah, I said. She just stared at me. It freaks me out some to take it, so not every day. And she's talking about taking pills every day. Freaks you out? I don't know. She kept watching me, her foot tapping. The air felt dead in the room. If taking a pill makes you different, like if it changes the way down you... That's just a screwed up idea, you know? Who's deciding what me means? Me or the employees of the factory that makes Lexapro? It's like I have a demon inside of me and I want it gone, but the idea of removing it via pill is, I don't know, weird. But a lot of days I get over that because I really do hate the demon. So I posted that just specific quote on Instagram, and that, like, just that instantly was hands down, oh my god. And just the entire book. I cried a lot just reading this book because I could relate so much. Even though Aza Holmes is young, freshman, sophomore in high school, and I'm 28, almost 29, I started getting symptoms when I was in high school, and I didn't get help until I was a sophomore in college. Even now, this book, I read the passages. Every time she went to therapy, I was crying. Every time she did her little tics, I was crying. This book was like me in a nutshell. The only thing I wish is that I had this book when I was younger to realize that I was not alone. I feel for John Green because of the fact that he has this mental illness, and it sucks. It sucks having to take daily medication to keep a demon down inside and for you to feel normal. But I also want to thank John Green for providing something so beautiful and so helpful to everyone. And I hope that this book gets as much recognition as The Fault in Our Stars does, because personally this beats The Fault in Our Stars out of the water. So I can't 5 stars. Can I give 10 out of 5? 100 out of? This is in my top 3. This is right behind the Harry Potter series. I'm sorry, John, but Harry Potter rules the world. But this is book number 2. So again, thank you, John Green, for giving me something so relatable, so great, and probably is going to help a lot of kids realize that they are not alone. So, in the words of John and Hank from the Vlogbrothers, all the links to get your own copy, I think they are out of signed copies officially, but links to Amazon and Barnes & Noble down in the doobly, I can't even say it right, the doobly-doo, there we go, as well as the link to the Vlogbrothers channel, and the links to all my social media. So there you guys go. There's your review that you've been requesting. This is amazing. Pick it up, check it out, rent it from your library, buy a copy, go see them. They're on tour right now. Go get a copy signed if you weren't able to get a signed copy in store. Again, thank you guys for joining me on this wonderful journey that is my mental health and my 100 things and just whatever I choose to do on this channel. If you like what you're seeing, please hit that subscribe button and no pressure, you know, notifications, or just share this video if you feel like you don't want to subscribe and you just want to share what my thoughts are. And as always, guys, sláinte.